Welcome to My Mount, My World. We'll be doing a full body sculpt today and for about 20 minutes. So there's no warm up, we'll just get right with it. I have 5-pound weights and 8-pound weights, and I probably won't use the 8 pounds a lot, but you choose what you need. So here we go. Just go ahead and do a couple little butt kickers here, and then swing the arms just to warm those muscles up just a tiny bit. Okay, when you're ready, grab your light weights. We're going to be doing traps, lats, and chest. Not all together, of course, but you may want to start with the lights, and let's start with the heavies. I won't be able to, I'll have to change. So here I go with my 8s and lats. So just squeeze the shoulders toward the ears, up and down. Soft knees. And I don't know how many we're going to do. We're just going to do it until we get tired. So whatever that is for you, this is your first exercise. And then relax, let those arms shake out just a little bit. Pull the arms out just a little ways away from the body, and then bring them up toward deltoid lift. So up to horizontal. You're going to control both ways. You're going to feel this in the chest. I'm not going to be able to do 8s very long. You're also engaging the lats and the abs or the core, okay? Keep going. Once again, our knees are not locked out. My elbows are bent just slightly on this. I never want to lock them out because they're a little hypermobile. Oh my, I think that's all for me. And then we are moving to delts. So when I do delts, I like to use a lighter weight because we are incorporating the traps as well as a secondary muscle. So we're going to do 3 different ways. So out to the side, and up in a V, and then forward. Okay, now I wrote the program for opposition. So let's do opposition. So all you're doing is one at a time, soft knees again, and then let's take it out to the side one at a time. You're controlling both ways, so you're not just letting them fall toward the floor with gravity. You are going very slowly. Let's come out to a V type angle for a couple times. Once again, if you get tired, you're just going to go to that first move we did for traps. Let's go one more time through, out to the side, out to an angle, and then out in front. And you can do hammers if you like, rather than palms down. That is your choice. Go ahead, and if you like, tuck one of those weights behind the knee. If you need to put your hand against the wall, do so. And we are just doing tiny pulses back. So activating the hamstrings and the glutes. If that feels like it's too much, you're going to bring it forward, take a tiny little rest, and push it back again. Oh my, woo! And let's change to the other side. Push it back. Oh, I feel that one today. And you may too. You may have to take the weight out. When you take the weight out, it eliminates that little bit of squeeze that's causing that Charlie horse or that cramp. Whew. Okay, release. Oh my goodness, that was tight. If you need to stretch that out just a little bit, you're going to just come over with soft knees, stretch for a little tiny bit, and then come back up. So now we start over. Grab those light weights or heavier ones for your traps, lats, and chest. I'm going to take the 5-pounders this time and just squeeze up and down. Remember, soft knees again. If you wanted to add something here, you could add a heel raise. That's up to you. If you want to feel like you're working more than just one muscle. All right, let those roll down just a little bit, open it up. You ready for that? Lats and chest, pressing forward, and open again. I'm going to turn a little bit to the side. My elbows are soft, I know you can see that. And I did move to the lighter weights, and it's a little better on my body here. When you bring it to the top, pressing right here, you feel the abs engage and the chest, as well as the arms, of course. And you're going to feel it in the back as well, right across the mid-back to the upper. One more. And bring it down. Let's move to that donkey pulse again. So the hamstring and glute. Push it back. Now, if you're on a tile floor like I am, make sure you have good tension on that weight. And let's change to the other side. And on this one, I could probably use the 8. I don't know, maybe. And then ready for those delt, opposition delts. Soft knees, right? All right, let's start out to the side first. Notice we're moving a little bit slower in our sculpting because, as I said before, we want to control on the up and the down. Let's move it to the angle. Soft knees. I'm going to keep reminding you of that. And then moving it to the front. And one of these workouts we'll do an isometric where everything moves like in a 5-second interval. So your up will take 3 to 5 seconds and your down will take 3 to 5 seconds. It's tough. Oh my goodness. Let's go through again. If you don't like doing one at a time, you are welcome to do both at the same time. I find that when I'm doing them at the same time, I tend to go a little bit faster with a little less control. And then moving to the front. I'm putting those down. Let's move to the floor. We may come back to the top in just a moment. So we're moving into a plank position. Now, whatever you need to do, if you like to do plank from a straight arm position, you're welcome to do that. If you want to do it from knees down, you're welcome. And then, of course, you have your modification with elbows down and knees down. All right? I'm going to start right here. All we're going to do is start to move one of the feet. So you can take it up, or you can take it forward, or you can do a combination of all. I want to remind you that your shoulders are over your elbows. Or if you're in the up position, your shoulders are over the wrists. Okay, that was the last one. Take a tiny little rest right there. That was tough. And moving to the side. We have side leg pulses, and you can take one of your weights if you like. You don't have to. If you have ankle weights, that's an awesome thing to have too. Just go ahead and strap those on. Both my knees are bent, and we are doing knee pulses, or leg pulses on the side. So, knees are stacked up, and we're moving up and down. Now I want you to stay in the top part of the range. So stay right up here and pulse. And then bring it down. I want you to stay within hip range, so we're not going very much over the hips, so it's a tiny little movement right here. Notice I have both of my knees bent. That's just for stability. If you wanted to, you could straighten the top leg. And relax. If you need to take a tiny rest, bring it to the front. Otherwise, move to the other side. And I think I can do the heavier weight. We'll find out in a moment. Go ahead, set it up first. Take your time. My knees are bent. You are welcome to do a straight leg right here. It's tough on the straight leg. It's tough on both of them. So at the top, let's do a couple pulses just to let our muscles know where we're going right at this moment. And then stay at the top and pulse. The 8-pound makes a difference. So if you have ankle weights, oh my gosh, you're going to get such a good burn here. I'm bringing it down, staying around the hip, level with the hip. You can go a little bit above, but if you're staying right down here, you're just going to burn it in a new place or finish out that burn. Oh boy, and release if you need to. Remember, bring it forward, take a little tiny rest. And we're coming around for clamshell. So whichever weight you want to use for clamshell, you can start with your glutes toward your heels, or you can start in this position. What feels okay for you? Now, if you don't like this at all, then I want you to just go to the floor and maybe do a couple crunches or a boat pose. All right, so I'm pushing my glutes back, I'm rounding down, taking that weight kind of toward my knees. If you wanted to, you could stay right here and just crunch and move up, and crunch and move up. It's almost the same thing. You're just activating a few more muscles if you come all the way down. But do what's comfortable for you. Now, you will probably be able to hold 2 weights here. So if you wanted to go up a weight, I would grab another weight as well. All right, one more. And release. Now what I talked about earlier was that boat pose, and so you all know what that is. So you could do this. It's still activating your core, okay? So that would be your modification rather than the clamshell. Let's move back to the plank. And I'm going to turn toward this end this time. And I am moving to fists. Shoulders above the fists. And we start to move the knee. So you can take it out toward the elbows. You can take it in toward the chest. Or you can take it up. Remember, keep your glutes high. And even if you need to go a little higher, that's okay. That's okay. You'll hear a lot of people tell you not to take the glutes too high, but you know what? The abs are activated no matter. And like I said, you can always Go to your knees. This is the last time. One more. Oh, there we go. Oh my, good job. Turning to your side, grab a weight for the leg if you like. And notice when I come down, I'm using my forearm to rest my head and my neck. I'm not doing this because that puts my neck in a bind. Place your weight if you like. Both knees are bent. So let's stay in the down this time. So we're going to stay on the horizontal with the hip. Tiny, tiny pulses. And relax for a moment. You can bring it towards your chest if you want. Now take it up to the biggest range of motion right here, and we are pulsing just at the top. Full range of motion on this. It's just at the top. They're open. Actually, if we were doing full range of motion, it would be all the way down, all the way up. But I want you to stay in the top. Are you getting tired? Mine's getting a little tight. Take it all the way down. Bring it up a couple times. And when you're ready, take a little relax right here and then move all the way around to the other side. Lay that head down. Here we go, tiny movement. What I want you to be careful of too is not to roll back and do it from back here, but kind of stay rolled forward. So tiny movements, pulse it out. Oh, do you feel the other side right here? Oh, the side that I'm laying on is the one that's really tensing up. That's an awesome feeling. When you're ready, open it up. Oh boy. Second side's worse, isn't it? Oh. Keep pulsing. Ooh. My pulses get a little wild when I get tired. And then full range of motion down, all the way up. Oh my. This kind of finishes it off, doesn't it? Oh, last one up and bring it down. Pull that weight in, pull that knee in. Oh, that was a good one. Clamshells. I'm going to turn this way. Actually, I'm going to try 2 weights this time. See how far I get there. I'm going to press them together, and whenever you're ready, push the glutes back, rounding down. Oh, yeah. That's it right there. My glutes don't touch my heels, but if yours are, that's not a big deal. Just let them touch. If you need to, just take a little tiny rest at the bottom. Whew. It's better with 2 weights, I can tell you that. It's way better. If you want a little extra, you can squeeze the glutes at the top. Oh, come on, we can do a couple more for sure. Good job. Let's bring this workout to a close. So we're going to try to stretch everything we worked. So a comfortable seated pose, whatever that might be for you. A couple shoulder rolls. Now if you found that you're not a little bit sore after this workout, then increase your weight or do a few more reps. Stretch to one side and stretch to the other side. Bring it back. We're going to take the feet down the mat. And push forward. And you're not going to try to go clear to your toes. So you're just going to find a comfortable spot just to feel the stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. You also have a nice stretch going on in the back and the shoulders if you're nice and relaxed right here. Stay right there. We're not quite finished. Bring those feet in. I have a diamond shape going on, so I'm not in here at butterfly. I have my feet pushed away. Stretch forward when you're ready. This is kind of going to bring the stretch back here into the hips. And also right in here in the inner thighs. But we're going to increase the inner thigh stretch in just a moment. So if you want to, instead of rolling down, you can open the chest and get a nice stretch in the chest and the spine. And release, bringing it back and finding that butterfly. So the heels come in a little closer to your midline, to your center. And then I like to open up and feel my lats pull down and my shoulders back because my spine has a little bit of scoliosis, so I like to try to keep that activated. If you like, you can bend down, push the belly button back, push into the inner thighs, or just relax those shoulders. And release. If you want a little extra stretch, bring one foot in and cross it over. My right knee is up, my left arm is going to move around. So the opposite arm and leg. You can flex the toe on the long leg if you like. And release, moving to the other side. Left knee is up, right hand moves around, right arm moves around. Look back as far as you can. If you want more stretching down the back of the leg, flex your foot. If you don't need that, just relax. And when you're ready, find a comfortable seated pose for you. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Just a tiny one. Inhaling up. Exhale the hands behind. Open the chest, looking toward the sky or the top of the wall. Inhaling up. Release those hands to the heart center. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.